Since we got time to waste, we're not gonna use our graphic vinyl cutter. We're gonna make it hard for us. You're about to find out what I mean by that. So we decided to use this Cameo 4 Pro. Make sure you stick around. Let's get started with this episode. I know I'm being a little harsh on Cameo cutters. Something I need to clarify is that these are not our main vinyl cutters. For most of our projects, we use our graphic machines, so whenever something goes wrong when using our Cameo cutters, chances are high that it is our fault and not the machines, or it could also be our lack of experience. But for this price, I think it is totally worth it. If you guys want to learn how we trace this logo, we're going to have a video at the end of this episode. Not only are we going to talk about the tool that we use to trace it, but we also made a small decal, so make sure to check it out. We're gonna use our Cameo 4 Pro. This is a 24-inch vinyl cutter, and the great thing about this vinyl cutter is that you can readjust the pinch rollers. We're gonna use the Scissor Easy Weed. This is a 15-inch roll, and then of course we have the computer, and we also use the design frame. It's a tool that we created recently, and this is available for premium members. And the type of hoodies that we are gonna use, they are Gildan, and a blend of 50 cotton, 50 polyester. And of course, we're gonna use small tools like the weeder and things like that. We're gonna have all the links in the description of the video. If you want to support us, make sure you get your materials through those links. As you can see here on the screen, we only have a big logo and then two small ones. That's all we're gonna cut because we do not wanna risk it. So we are gonna try it and see how everything goes. Make sure that we have the settings and everything right. First of all, the page setup, we have it here on machine is auto, Cameo 4 Pro, feed type, auto manual, cutting mat, none, since we're not gonna use it, media size custom, and then we got the size of the vinyl. And now we can go ahead and send the image. And these are the settings: blade depth, we're gonna have it at 3, passes just 1, cut force 13, speed 17. And then we could do a test, or we could just send it like that. I'm going to move the vinyl. I'm gonna send a good amount to the back and just get an idea of, yeah, I think it looks good about there. Since we're just gonna cut one section, we don't need to worry about it being aligned 100%. The first time we cut something with this vinyl cutter, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm always a little nervous. So it's time to find out what's going to happen. I'm gonna go ahead and send it and just keep an eye on this machine. And guys, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe if you want to watch more amazing content. And here's the team. There's Nacho waiting. He's very excited to work. You can tell. I'm biting my nails. If you are thinking of getting a vinyl cutter and start making t-shirts, you should also consider investing or getting some Oracle 651 and start making some decals like the ones I have here, so you get the most out of your vinyl cutter. And the reason why we make that decal is because this is a first-time customer and we want to give him something free. If you don't use the settings right, you're gonna face more challenges than you should. So sometimes it could be the user's fault. Like this time it was my fault for the pressure that I used. But again, that's why we do tests. This is how you can tell that you need to decrease the cut force a little bit. But I think it looks good. I mean, yeah. I don't think it ruined the design as I thought. So just like this little section, but I'm pretty sure we can use Saul this. Gets to keep his job. He's not going to get fired I'm not getting fired, so that's good. All right, Luis is going to start weeding out, and I can tell you for sure that we're going to have to try different settings. You will see what I mean by that. And the reason why we want to show you this is that we do not want to hide anything from you guys. We want to show you the real deal. Sometimes you just got to give it a try different settings. The letters are not to our standards, let's just put it that way. This is what I mean. If you look at the LLC, the vinyl was moving a lot while it was cutting it, and that's why you get all those like really bad details. We're gonna do another test, and hopefully those little details will disappear. We want the letters to look in better shape. This is the only part that's bothering us, like the letters. All right, so this is the second test. We decreased the cut force and the vinyl didn't move like it did the first time. Hopefully that took care of the details, and I can already see the LLC. So if you get those errors, like the letters look in bad shape, that means the cut force is too high. You need to decrease it, or even you could try using the cutting mat. We are too lazy to do that. We never use it. That's one of the mistakes that we probably make. This one looks perfect. I mean, I'm happy with the results. This definitely meets our standards. Now, the question is, what about the small logos? Yep, that is definitely good to go. Now we're ready to start cutting more logos because I'm very satisfied with the way they look. See the difference? This is a no, and this is a yes. Nothing like working from home and doing the things that you love, drinking coffee, and of course, making your own schedule. Right now is 9 p.m., 9:02, and it's getting really dark outside. We had lots of snow, and like Nacho said, it's really cold. Oh yeah, it's 19 degrees. The good thing about getting a vinyl cutter is not only can you make custom shirts, but you can also make car magnets, car stickers, all the products that we have in our videos. Our heat press is ready. We are gonna have it at 315. We're gonna do 14 seconds, and the pressure is gonna be firm. The first thing that we need to do, as always, we gotta pre-press the garment to get rid of the moist and the wrinkles. And we just do a few seconds. The good thing about Caesar Easy Weed vinyl is that this is dye migration safe, I guess. You don't have to worry about the color bleeding through the vinyl or turning pink. This is another advantage of HCV vinyl, is that it's got the backing, which is, it has some adhesive, and you can just lift it like Luis did to make sure that the vinyl is aligned compared to the transfers. I mean, each material has its pros and cons. Once you are happy with the placement, then you can give it the full cycle, the 14 seconds. And you can do either a hot or cold peel. Look at that. Perfect. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the more we use the transfers, either the DTF or the other transfer, the screen printing transfers, the lazier we get, I guess, because now that we had to work on this order using heat transfer vinyl, it was a little bit more of a challenge. I guess it's just the fact that we are getting used to doing that type of, or using those materials, the transfers, which is a lot easier. You don't have to do the weeding out. And now Luis is going to apply the logo on the back. He's going to do basically the same steps, pre-press it for a few. Now, if you guys want to get a vinyl which is a lot thicker, but that one is really hard to work with, especially with small designs, that is the thermofilm, and you can get it from stalls.com. That one's a little thicker and it's harder to cut it. It's hard to get the settings right, but once you get them, it works perfectly fine. I mean, again, the small details are hard to work with, but other than that, that one's even better when applying on red or this color garments. It's a lot safer. You don't have to worry about dye migration. Now, poor Nacho is working really hard. He's folding the hoodies. Yeah, okay. Now Luis is gonna do the full cycle. And it's good to go. Even though this is a hot peel, he does it slowly just to make sure that none of the letters will come off. And I think he's gonna give it another seconds or a few seconds just to make sure. Just to make sure. And I'm gonna show you how it's not turning pink or red. We're finished with this order. We made 12 hoodies And let me show you, this is one of the suppliers where we get our hoodies and t-shirts from. That's alldayshirts.com. We're gonna have also a link where you can get your shirts. It will take you straight to that supplier. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. If you don't want to deal with challenges, if you want something that's 100% reliable, if you have $2,000 at least in your bank account and you wanna spend that money on a vinyl cutter, Graphtec will be the best option. You cannot go wrong with this machine, but that's just for the vinyl cutter. You also have to consider that if you want to start a t-shirt business, you also have to get a heat press, a software. For Graphtec, we use CorelDRAW, which can be a little pricey. It'll be a fourth of the price of this vinyl cutter. So if you add everything, it's gonna end up being about $3,000 or even more than $3,000. That's why we always give you an option if you do not have that type of budget. Cameo cutters, even though they're not the best vinyl cutters, they come with challenges and everything. But for less than $500, you cannot go wrong if you decide to get the Cameo 4 Pro. Before we go, as always, we appreciate your support. Remember that if you like this video, of course, give us a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. And if you want to support us additionally and want to be able to use the design frame, well, make sure to go to the join button and click on it, and you will see all the options available. But it's only available for premium members. Yeah, as always, thank you, and we'll see you guys until the next one. Have a great day.